There seems to be no end to the grief here. This is outside a hospital in northern Gaza, which medical staff describe as being in a dire condition. And that can be said for much of Gaza. There's no fuel, no electricity, no water, says this woman. There have been warnings about widespread hunger and disease. Israel has reportedly agreed to allow 2 fuel trucks into Gaza every day to be used for the water and sewage systems. But aid officials say much more is needed. As Israel vows to hit Hamas targets wherever and whenever, its special forces continue to search the Al-Shifa hospital, which they accuse Hamas of using to conceal a command center. But the medical staff say the fighting around the hospital is jeopardizing hundreds of patients.
We can see them checking and searching the east part of the hospital, and no one is firing against them.
On Friday in Israel, a funeral for a 19-year-old soldier who had been captured by Hamas and found dead near Al-Shifa. Hamas also released a video of another Israeli hostage who it says has died.
We had strong indications that they were held in the Shifa hospital, which is one of the reasons we entered the hospital.
Hamas says some of the hostages were in hospitals because they were getting medical care. But no one believes that at this community in southern Israel. Netiv HaSarah is closed off by the military, but we were given access today, taken in by one of the local residents to a community right on the edge of Gaza.
This is as close as you can be to Gaza without actually being there. We are just meters from the region. It's on the other side of this wall.
When militants attacked last month, Hamas used paragliders to get over this wall. 21 people were killed, including the elderly couple who lived in this house, which was burned to the ground.
Get down, get down, get down.
The constant threat of attack means that no one can stay here, and they're only allowed to visit with a military escort.
Think you'll ever feel safe here again?
No, probably not. Probably not. What happened today will always going to be on our minds. It will never go away.
Peace, a dream unrealized, now seems even farther away.
Briar, we're hearing now that the amount of aid into Gaza is set to increase.
Well, that's right, Ian. Israeli officials are now saying that they won't put a limit on the number of aid trucks that can go into Gaza, but that doesn't mean that any kind of increase will happen quickly because the UN has to submit lists and Israel has to approve them. Now, the prime minister here has faced a lot of international pressure calling for him to pause fighting and increase aid, but now he's facing some criticism from his own government. His finance minister has called the decision to send more fuel into Gaza a serious mistake.
Briar Stewart back in Jerusalem tonight.